Hi all. Today we will discuss about the topic growing trends in education. So the trends in education or the development in education is in different directions or from the beginning of a formalized system of education. It has its development in different directions. At the beginning, education is incidental or informal or education for existence or survival. So that was the first form of education. So it's education from life. It has happened so through the daily life, interaction with various activities in and around for the struggles by facing struggles for existence. And later, the trend developed was a formal system or an institution based system or an institutionalized education from informal to a formal system has been developed, and that formal system also have different levels or different peculiarities that you already know. What are the different aspects of a formal system of education? And following a formal system, a system of distance education, that is the next trend in education. Distance education or correspondence education, or at latest counterpart or latest trend as online education. Then mobile or digital education, that's another trend. Then ubiquitous learning or learning everywhere, an opportunity to learn that a learner gets everywhere. That's you learning or ubiquitous learning. And edutainment, entertainment plus education. So educate learners by integrating education with entertainment. So these are the various directions of development in education or trends of education. Now let us see what are the major trends. We see the directions. Then the latest growing trends. Growing trends are discussed in this particular presentation. So the major trends including distance learning, online or mobile learning, blended learning, personalized learning, homeschooling, edutainment and gamification, micro learning. So these are some of the major trends which are growing in the present context. Now let us see each one. Distance learning, as you know, learning at a distance. So a learner is not required to physically present in an institution for learning. So that's the principle of distance learning. Learner can stay back at her or his own place. The structure of learning material and organization of the program of education is highly crucial when we consider distance learning, because the learner may be a loner, separated from peers as well as teachers physically. So that shall be compensated by the structure and nature of this distance learning material. And this particular trend support learning while earning. So a learner can earn, or they can go for some jobs, full time or part time, and at the same time, while they are having some spare time, they can engage in learning. So the financial status also is not compromised by this distance system of education. So that's one of the major advantages of this distance learning. And this also help those people who are eager to get additional qualification or additional certification, additional proficiencies or additional skills in their own area for more professionalization or for some other new area. That also is possible. And for those who are not able to continue certain program, or they forced to discontinue some of their studies at some stages of life due to various reasons, they are also having a chance to complete a program or to take up a new program. So that is the significance of distance learning. Then online learning, one of the recent trend, you might have familiarized with massive open online programs. So that massive means the large mass of enrollment. And this online learning, learning in digital form, digital learning using various gadgets from mobile phone, laptop, tablet, such kind of devices, even through television. So such kind of digital learning, digital form. So there are specific digital platforms, then more complex and comprehensive learning management systems. All those are developed to strengthen online learning. There are various tools, there are various techniques, principles, theories for online learning as well. So it is one of the recent trend in education. So we can have a recorded class can be shared through online, or we can have live sessions, live classes, live interactions, live presentations. All those are possible. And here also it is not mandatory that a learner to visit an institution for acquiring a particular course or program. So another advantage of this online program is we can attend or we can acquire a certificate or a degree or a diploma from any organization or any institution which provide this particular course or program anywhere in the world. So there are no cross-border issues or concerns. No need to go for a particular country or a particular institution. So the learner can stay at a comfortable place, engaging in his or her job or some other activity, and along with that they can enroll for this kind of learning. So the mass enrollment, usually in our institutionalized system, there are specific seat restrictions in the number of seats for UG, PG, diploma, technical programs are specific with respect to number of teachers available. There are a specific teacher pupil ratio as well. So this online system of education surpass all such limitations. So mass enrollment is possible. So an institution usually enrolling 100 or 1000 students can enroll thousands of students at a time. So that's the possibility. Then specific structure, timeline, assessment system, everything is there. And there are variety of courses and programs over this online platform. Then another trend is blended learning. It's an integration of online and offline components, usually done blended or blending of these learning materials in various forms, in digital forms, in some other forms, along with a face-to-face component. So that's another trend, a growing trend. And this will promote more meaningful learning, and it leads to mastery learning, and which help to enhance quality of learner, or the quality, or to help to ensure the learning outcomes adequately. So that's another trend, blended learning. Then personalized learning, learning according to the person. As we have experienced, we have discussed in our Gurukula system, where the number of learners are less due to various reasons, but learning is programmed according to the nature and capabilities of the learner. So such kind of a personalized system of learner specific learning system. So such kind of learning, that also is getting popularizing nowadays. That's a new trend, and which is more beneficial. It is beneficial for all, but more beneficial to children with unique abilities. So need some special attention, children or learners with special capacities, additional abilities. For all such group of children, this personalized learning may be highly beneficial. So such programs or such personalized learning with differential curricula, so curricula with provisions for multiple learners, learners with multiple learning ability and learning requirement. So that's a precondition for personalized learning, and it will ensure individual differences. Then a post-COVID trend in education is homeschooling. which was there in the past. So wealthy people appointed a tutor for their children at home in the past, because before the formal system or institutional system established properly. So after the strike of pandemic, once again this system, homeschooling system, is popularizing. So a precondition, an essential requirement for this homeschooling, the first one is the learner shall have intrinsic motivation, that motivation to learn properly. There are so many learning applications, tools, etc. are nowadays available. Some of them are free, absolutely free, and there are highly costly programs as well. So whatever it is, there are plenty of options. So a learner can sit at home and learning according to its convenience. And another requirement is parental supervision. So a parental awareness or a parental education also is necessary to ensure that the learner acquire necessary milestones, learning milestones. So anyway, it's a growing trend, homeschooling. Then, as we discussed earlier, edutainment, the integration of entertainment and education, entertaining the process of education, and gamification. So integrating the principle of games within the context of education by providing rewards, points, badges, certifications, and some other kind of rewards. So these are the gamification and edutainment. Both these help to increase interest of children in learning, or to remold the learning material in such a way that they can engage in the process of learning meaningfully. And at the same time, they can learn with an interest, as well as to ensure that the learning outcomes will be properly acquired by the learners. And another trend is micro learning. We are familiar with micro teaching. It's a scale down process. Similarly, this micro learning also is a scale down learning process in which very specific micro skills can be the target, or the purpose of this micro learning is to acquire certain specific skills or specific competencies. So that's the purpose of micro learning. Usually it will be for a short duration, because to master a specific skill or one or two competencies, and usually it will be targeted on some functional aspect, not for some theoretical learning, but for practical application, especially on practical applications. So these are some of the major trends, growing trends in education. There are some others as well, but these are some of the important or growing trends in education. So thanks for watching the presentation. Thank you all.